Well, we're gonna try this again. This is our second time unboxing this at this same job. The Milwaukee compressor that we had just completely stopped working. We don't know what happened to it. We charged the batteries, we tried to troubleshoot it, checked all the connections, and it's done. It doesn't want to work. So I bought this compressor 2 days ago. We unboxed it, we used it on this job for 1 day, then we came to the job the next day, which was yesterday, and it just quit working. So I don't know what's going on. We're having some bad luck with these compressors, but yeah, I just exchanged it this morning, so we're gonna try it again. There she is. Yeah, hopefully this one actually lasts longer than 2 days. I'd like to get at least a week out of it. Thankfully, the other carpenters here were nice enough to let us use their air yesterday. So yeah, hopefully this compressor holds up for us a little bit longer, but we're back over here working on our tongue and groove ceiling. We actually finished this yesterday as far as the tongue and groove install part, and now we're just getting our little trim pieces in. So we'll have our 1x2 running around where the brick meets, and then out here over this overhang, we won't have the 1x2. We just have a fascia board, and then we got to run a board up under the soffit there, so it covers up all that those 2x12s. Installing this Soffit board, we're running into a bit of an issue, and we knew this was coming because we shimmed out the fascia board to make the proper reveal on our tongue and groove. So it's no big deal, but I'll show you what we're doing here. So this pencil line right here, if you look at it, it's about 3/4. You can see, I'll hold up this piece. It's 3/4 here. This is a true 3/4 board. And then as it comes this way, it kind of diminishes to 1/4. Now this is the reveal that we want. So what we need to do, we need to cut off a 1/2 inch tapered cut. So pretty much like a big scribe. We'll start at nothing here and we'll go 1/2 inch over there. And then when we put this in, we'll have that same 1/4 inch all the way reveal up there. And I'm just gonna chalk this out. And then I'm gonna cut this with the track saw without the track. I didn't bring the track, and I'm really considering my next vehicle is going to be like a high roof, long base van, like a cargo van, because in the truck it's cool and everything, but if you don't remember something, you're kind of screwed. I live an hour away from here, so I don't want to go back home and get it. But basically, I've got a 1/2 inch mark up there, and then this will just come to nothing. And then if you look at this, when I chalk this line, I'll end up with pretty much an exact taper of what we need. If you work for OSHA, just close your eyes real quick. Think it'll work. So we're able to taper this cut to scribe it to the uneven overhang up here. As you stand in this area, basically this overhang kind of tilts to my left-hand side and it opens up a little bit more. So what we had to do, we shimmed it out this way to keep that reveal even on the tongue and groove. And now going this way, we don't have to do any more tapered cuts. We could just rip them on the table saw in here. And like always, we're always gonna prime all of our exterior Windsor boards. It's the right way to do it. So we're gonna seal off those wood fibers, and I always talk about this when we do exterior because it's important. You're battling against the elements, the seasonal changes. Just trying to think ahead to what is gonna, make this board succeed and this install succeed in an environment like this. But we're gonna go ahead and throw this board up and then rip our next ones down. Yep, I'm good. So we got 2 more Soffit boards to run, and this is 6.5 inches from this fascia board to our fascia board. And we want a 1/4 inch reveal, so we're actually gonna make this thing 6 3/4. I'm gonna use Scott's table saw here. He's right over there. He'll never know. All right, guys, that is gonna wrap it up for this ceiling. All right, guys, so we are pretty much wrapping up today with the tongue and groove ceilings at this house. We got some more stuff to do. There's a coffered ceiling around back, but as far as the T&G, we're done today. We just finished our last little ceiling right here behind this trailer. Speaking of this trailer, I saw this thing a couple days ago and it jumped out to me because this is Scott Stubbs Fine Carpentry custom interior trim. As you can see, the first thing that I noticed about it was it's an awesome logo, but there's no YouTube, there's no Instagram, there's no Facebook, there's no website, even no phone number, because these guys don't work for the general public. They only work for this home builder here, and they don't advertise. It's just the kind of the opposite world that I'm in, YouTube and like just putting stuff out there, whereas these guys, they don't really care to do any of that. Until then, you guys, you're stuck with me. So this is just really cool. I got to meet him and his team. They just do phenomenal work. I'll show you some of it as we progress here. They're doing most of the interior stuff, and they like using the Windsor stuff as well. They've got all their Windsor stuff stacked up right here. Just super nice moldings. These garage doors were just primed a couple of hours ago, so unfortunately you can't see it all, but they've got a whole bunch of stacks in there too. But just this real thick base. They're gonna be running all this stuff here. We're probably gonna be helping them do a lot of it, and I'll take you guys along for that as we move on to that. It should be pretty cool. There's already a lot of really high-end, like, finished plaster work in here. Looks super cool. I'll show you some of that right now. Yep, all this right here is plaster. Pretty crazy. It's a gigantic crown. Look at that. It's crazy. It's like a 2-foot crown. It's awesome looking. Then there's also some up here. Yeah, there's just a ton of cool stuff here that's going to be going on. I think the homeowners actually personally want John and I to do a trellis room that they have in this certain area. I think it's like a craft room or something, but it's going to have like trellis work, like an exterior garden scenery. So we'll probably make that out of 1x2s, and it's going to be very involved, and we'll definitely take you guys along for that ride. But yeah, anyways, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. Let me know if you have any questions or comments down below. Also, happy Thanksgiving. You're watching this on the day it's released. It's Thanksgiving Day. So enjoy your family, enjoy your time off. I mean, today's Thanksgiving Day. We're dedicated. We don't take that day off. These guys are dedicated, obviously. The show must go on, but for those of you who actually celebrate, enjoy it. I wish I could enjoy it. but you know, got mouths to feed, unfortunately. Just kidding. Today's Wednesday, tomorrow's Thanksgiving. I'm uploading this today. So anyways, guys, enjoy your family. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll catch you on the next one. Take care.